Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I want to talk to y'all real quick about Blac Chyna and some of the things she talked about over there on TMZ. I also want to talk about the fans dragging Tamron Hall, okay? And with them dragging Tamron Hall, Miss Blac Chyna decided to come to her defense, okay? So we are going to get into that shortly, okay? But before we get into that, all right, before we get into that, I actually want to talk about a different topic real quick. And I want to talk about this young man right here. Matter of fact, let me add one more thing to my screen so that you guys can see it, because this is what I really want to get into right here, girl, okay? So this says social users react to Houston man allegedly being killed hours after posting a picture of him standing in the blood of a man he killed 2 months ago. And the people saying they spun back, okay? So this is him. This is insane to me. Now, why would you even want to do some mess like this? So he's literally standing in this stuff. And I feel like you could slick see an outline of a body in this. Like, it's the ignorance for me. The ignorance for me, not they done spun the block after you posted the picture. They done spun the block so quick. Girl, they had to turn around and spin you to the funeral home. Like, we hate to hear it, or to the morgue one. But let's go ahead and get into what this is saying, okay? It says a man was gunned down, was pow-powed down in what police believe was a targeted incident near River Oaks out in Houston. They're saying a man is unalive and what police believe was a targeted crime. And they're saying that the incident happened at about 6:10 p.m. in the 2100 block of Mid Lane. They're saying witnesses told police the unidentified victim, described as a black man in his 20s, was driving a white Mercedes when the suspects drove up in a black Subaru. It was a Subaru. It wasn't all that fancy, okay? Multiple shots were fired off, okay? And then two suspects got out of the vehicle and fled. Now, why is y'all already in the car? Y'all hopping out the car to run? Two suspects that was in the vehicle decided to jump out and get to running. Like, y'all be doing crazy stuff. Y'all came out better speeding off and then maybe jumping out. Girl, I don't know. Y'all catch the people do whatever, okay? Now, they're saying, given the number of bullet casings at the scene, police believe this was a targeted incident. Officers are still looking at surveillance cameras, but are also asking anyone with information to come forward, okay? They said the only description that the people gave to the police was the fact that these individuals were dressed in black with hoodies and had shades on. Child, not they done caught up with you real quick. It's the fact that they knew where you was headed and where you was going and what you was doing. It's giving these could have been your homeboys. But you know, girl, the way karma hit, she be coming back for the people. And I just wasn't expecting her to come back as quick as she did, okay, for you. All right. Now, this is just all according to what they're saying. All right. They're saying that this man allegedly was clapped out, okay, after he posted this picture standing in the blood of a man he had already clapped 2 months ago. And here's the thing that's sad to me. Let's say you didn't even clap this person, but some of y'all be out here in these streets that want to get street cred so bad. It's probably somebody else that did the clapping. I don't know. I'm not in the area, but let's just say that it was somebody else that did it. And you so inching for street credit that you decided to take on credit for that person, you know, losing their life. And then now you done lost yours, and probably for no reason but clout. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, we hate to hear it and we hate to see it, but, you know, one thing about karma, she not gonna miss, and it seems like they did not miss on that night, okay? We hate to hear it. I'm sure somebody is crying and they're emotional and they're sad about it, all right? This young man goes by the name BTB Savage is what they say. So I'm assuming he was a rapper and he was out here doing, you know, the most, and he ended up getting out of here, you know, very sad, okay? But I wanted to tell y'all about that, you know, as we go ahead and we move on because I do want to talk about Blac Chyna. All right, y'all know I got to get y'all a little something that's going on around the world before we really get into our stories of the day. Okay, so Blac Chyna, first of all, she did an interview with TMZ. She's on her transformation tour, is what I would call it. Y'all know she ended up getting fillers taken out. She got her butt reduced. She got her breasts reduced. She just got a lot of stuff done. Okay, she's looking more clean, more healthy, more happy, and I'm loving the new Blac Chyna. I feel like this is a clear testimony for whoever needs it, and anybody that's seeking a sign to make some changes or whatever. If you want to look to Blac Chyna, then I guess use this moment to look to it. Look to her, because I'm sure somebody else is likely going through the same thing as Chyna. Like, dang, I want to make a change. What do I need to do? Woo. And she's showing y'all. So she's definitely being an inspiration to somebody out there or somebody's out there. Okay. So shout out to Blac Chyna. I'm loving the transformation. She got a chance to do the TMZ interview. And of course, she's just letting everybody know what sparked this change. She said she got baptized on her birthday last year. And, she just wanted something different. She's just moving in a different direction. She wants to grow. She wants to get into acting. She wants to be better at her career, be a better mom. And I loved what she talked about with acting, because she says, when you're an actress, like, when you look at people on the screen, you don't see nobody with no big old derriere and all of this and that. And I feel her on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, they ain't gonna be looking at your booty more than they looking at your face and your mouth and seeing what you're saying. But also, I feel like great directors and everything, they know how to edit around that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They know how to, or shall I say shoot. They know how to shoot around that type of stuff. But it is what it is. That definitely is a factor as to why she wanted to, tone down her look and things and change some stuff. She wants to be in a healthier space. She wants to be here for her children. She wants to be right for her children mentally as they go on and create their children. So I'm loving all of this. And I honestly hope that her mama kind of take a page out her book, and she too wants to change some things about herself as well. So we'll just see how that's going to, what's going to come of that when it comes to her mama, Tokyo Tony. Is you going to go back to your real name? Since Blac Chyna is going by the name Angela White now, although Blac Chyna is still, like, that's the brand, that's the Instagram name. I don't know if she's ever going to change her Instagram name to Angela White or whatever, but we'll see. She's starting to go by the name Angela White, formerly known as Blac Chyna. Okay. So, yeah, when she was on that TMZ interview, I have to say it was really good. My favorite part about the interview was when she had to check TMZ. See, we often go to TMZ like they are them girls and they are the source, but sometimes TMZ gets it wrong. Quite a few times they gets it wrong, okay? Because one of the guys ended up telling her, like, yeah, he wanted to know the dynamics of how things work with, her daughter and stuff, considering the fact that she knows that her daughter is only with her 30% of the time. Girl, my eyebrows raised. I said, 30% of the time? You sure? And Chyna laughed at him. She said, yeah, I'm so glad that you said that. Like, yeah, I want to answer that because we have 50-50 custody. So basically, she was telling him it ain't no 30%. Baby, I have my baby 50% of the time. When it comes to Chloe, because he asked about them watching the daughter and stuff, because she be seeing, he said something like, you have them 30% of the time, and I always see the baby with, Chloe and stuff like that or whatever. And she was like, when my child is with her family over there, I can't control who watches her. But it seems like she's in her love and light space is what it sounds like with Blac Chyna, so much so that she's sending love and light over to, Kim Kardashian, you know what I'm saying? And hoping things are going well on her end for the most part, right? So, yeah, but, I don't know. I was just glad that she said something about that 50%. Like, don't let him sit up there and play in your face. Y'all supposed to have all the answers, Sway, and don't seem like y'all got none. But anyway, okay. Anyway, girl, let's go ahead and get into the other part of the Blac Chyna, okay? So Blac Chyna had to come out and defend Tamron Hall, and we're going to show y'all where that started from, okay? So I want to open up a few things, so let me clear out some stuff and share my screen for y'all real quick. Let's see, where is the screen? Boom. Am I sharing it? Okay, perfect. Okay, I think I'm sharing it perfectly. All right, cool. So let's keep going. Okay. So a week or two ago, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, honestly, Miss Portia Williams was over there on, actually, it goes further than that. Let's go back. Angela Yee had to sit down over there on Tamron Hall show talking about the Breakfast Club and how she was feeling about being on the platform of Breakfast Club, and it's like a male space or whatever. She felt like she had no voice, whatever Angela said. The conversation came up on the Breakfast Club while Portia Williams was there. And while Portia Williams was there, Instead of them focusing on what Angela said for the most part of the conversation, they flipped it over onto Tamron Hall. And Portia wanted to speak on how Tamron Hall made her feel uncomfortable. And no, she didn't. Okay. She's a true journalist. While you sitting over there on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip talking about you had a journalism job, but don't know how to do it, girl. Hello? And I'm insulted because I actually have the degree. But anyway, girl, I'm with Miss Candace. But anyway, girl. So when she was over there talking about that, she was trying to say something about Tamron not being a true journalist, and I'll likely play that so y'all can hear it. But a lot of people kind of drag Portia in the comments, okay? So let's actually go back to that moment.
Instead of talking to Tamron, she would have been able to expound on that. But when
they're talking about Angela
Tamron talking to you, and she's giving you accolades, and she's, raising you up to do nothing but set you up to say something that's going to be catchy, and she can look like a journalist, then that's where you find Angela in this place, trending for the wrong thing.
What you said?
Not you sit up there saying that she's looking like a journalist because she's asking you questions. Like, I feel like Tamron Hall did everything right when it came down to that. She did everything right. The problem was that you could not handle the questions that she was asking your ass. And you tried to get out of the questions, but one thing Tamron gonna do is hold your feet to the fire. To me, it ain't no different than what Ricky Lake has done, than what Oprah has done, Sally Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones. Like, she's doing her job, and she's doing it very well. Right? So you were the one that was really bothered because you couldn't handle that, okay? Anybody that asks you questions about how you got that man and what's going on, girl, you be trying to maintain that facade, and that's what be killing me. She be trying to maintain a facade, girl, and people be seeing through it, so they be eating her up. But anyway, so this is where people felt that they would use this opportunity to drag Tamron Hall by saying this is what Portia was talking about. Tamron is messy and mean. How the fuck? First of all, this is how I know y'all didn't even watch the clip. This is how I know y'all didn't even watch the clip. I'm sure Chyna likely approved those photos. And even if she didn't approve those photos, she took a picture on the red carpet. People have range to use whatever photo that they want to use. You stepped out there like that so she could use whatever she wanted to, right? She used this photo to compare and contrast, okay? Blac Chyna clearly had no issue with it because anything you see before the moment that she took her fillers out was who she was, okay? Before she started her transformation, all of this was who she was. Obviously, she had no issue of that, okay? Now, let's keep going. So Blac Chyna had to come in and defend Tamron Hall. She says, Grand Rising. Yesterday, when I met with Mrs. Tamron Hall, I didn't feel like she was tearing me down at all. The interview was heartfelt. I honestly love that she showed my growth from start to where I am today in life. And I'm glad you said that, Chyna, because there is also another clip, where she did it justice. And she definitely did exactly what Angela is saying, where she pretty much broke it down from where she started to where she went to where she is. If y'all watch that was a whole separate clip. Like, that was like the intro of her bringing her out. And then Angela goes on to say, the truth is the truth. She says, and I'm walking in my truth. Tamron simply showed the world that didn't see me before and after. She says, to my new audience and my journey, I am continuing. She says she understood the assignment. Side note, I want people to know that when I wore that outfit, it was my rebirth from Blac Chyna into Angela Renee White, the phoenix that rose from the ashes. Please watch the full interview to get clarity. Yes, Miss Angela White, B-I-N-A-T. Yes, girl, we was too busy up here dragging you. I know I was, that it didn't even click for me that you were calling yourself a phoenix that rose from the ashes. So there was a meaning behind what it is that you did. We just didn't get it till later. And girl, had you never came out and said this, girl, we still would not have known. And you still might get dragged for that photo. But I'm just letting you know. But anyway, girl, that's who you was. That ain't who you is. Let's keep going. All right. Then she goes on and she leaves a prayer. And then in the scripture, she says, ask to yourself, questions to ask yourself. What's on your heart today? Spend time talking to God about whatever comes to mind. Amen. Sincerely, Angela White. Okay. So Miss Girl definitely collected the people and got them together. She had absolutely no issue with what Miss Tamron Hall did while y'all trying to sit up there and come against that woman. Okay, girl, y'all got more smoke for Miss Tamron Hall for what she had to say on her own platform, girl, than what y'all had to say for Miss Portia and what she was out there doing. But anyway, girl, good luck. All right. I just wanted to come to y'all, give y'all a quick update, all right, on everything Miss Angela White, and also give y'all that crazy update out there in Houston or whatever they got going on. Okay. But yeah, that's all that I got, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.